I'm just scared if I invite a Terran, we're going to end up with like a bunch of Terrans in the playoffs. Shin is in the bottom left of El Dorado. Harstem is in at the bottom right. And we go into our finals today. A little bit of prize money on the line for first place here. Touch gas pool coming up. A couple drones on the way. Let me find. Oh, yeah. Already on the camera. Beautiful. Once we get ourselves into this. Yeah, final series of the day, guys. Just a little best of 3 to wrap things up as well. I should invite Raynor. Yeah, I don't think Raynor will play. That's the problem. Well, the top Zergs aren't super big online cup players. I don't think there's any Zerg, any Zerg I could invite that I think would realistically say yes. Zergs are genuinely so tough to invite, man. Oh yeah. Couple Quins coming up, Drone and the Overlord coming in, Nexus building from Harstem as we get our Warp Gate coming through as well. Shin's been so good lately, it's awesome. Yeah, I know. Shin's been great. He's actually become one of my favorite Zergs to watch. He's playing some really fun styles, some really active StarCraft out on the map, and mixing it up a whole lot as well. And just playing absolutely everything is obviously a pretty big bonus as well, so... yeah, pretty big Shin fan myself at the moment, if I'm going to be honest. Like it a lot as the Adept comes through, Queen coming over. I see that Stargate building, link speed coming up. That's all ready to rumble. Have ourselves that Void Ray on the way up. The Warp Gate still coming through as well. We continue to get that all on the go here. Just for now. Okay, we'll finish. Now Twilight Council is on the way up. Another gateway coming about, so there's going to be 2 gateways. The Void Ray already popping here from Harstem, so you're going to use that Void Ray to deny further information. As he sits on the 3 bases, and then the Twilight Council into the 3 gates suggests that we're probably just going to be seeing Glaives and a whole bunch of Adept timing here from Harstem. I think that's what he's going to be aiming for in these next couple of moments. He just takes the Watchtower again. You see that Resonating Glaives on the way. Overlords and the Roadtron coming up as well. Get that up and running. Steps move through, Ling's moving about. So while things still gather together, just going to be seeing a couple drones getting busy as well. Resonating Glaives is still coming up too. Need to bring that into play right now. Resonating Glaives about to be done. Let's see what Harstem can get done as we go onto the map. Going to start firing. That gold base in some trouble. It's going to be a cancel, so the fourth gets cancelled up. The Adept's going to step away. Harstem continue to probe, and he probes very heavily. It's something he's actually been very good at, where he just goes, and we saw it earlier today as well, where he just like kept on probing so hard. He was on so many workers so quickly. It's pretty sick to see. Definitely something of a factor as our Adept's going to turn about. The Void Ray activating. Roach is going to be taking a few more shots as well. So the Adept's still continuing back the other direction as well. Moving over for the moment. We've seen the Queen going to drop down a Creep Tumor. The Adepts and the Void Ray moving back over that left-hand side. And Lair, drones all continuing up. The Evo Chamber coming through as well. Lings and a couple of Roaches, and a Ravager will settle on the natural. And again, the Temple Archive is about halfway done. Yeah, +1 charge just coming through from Harstem, so moving into that kind of Templar Archives Archon charge dot setup is going to be his current plan. So moving through there is more shots coming about. The Adepts are still moving around. Hallucination coming in. We energy overcharge this entry to just get ready to hallucinate more in the future. Have more force fields available as well, it would seem. It's going to be the plan. Once it starts, and we get ourselves in position here currently. Hallucination is going to be dropped as the Queen gets a kill on that. Storm is on the way up as well, so bringing that into play right now. Continue to get that going. Things run across that right-hand side. He's going to go and try and grab a couple of those Zealots as well, so Zealots going to get surrounded and getting cleaned up. Zealot's finishing up. He's going to get the Ling that's going to go there. Pick off the Immortal. And Storm is about to finish. Having a look. Then the next step here from SHIN. Harstem playing that forward fourth base, so that's going to be somewhere he can push out of on the map for the foreseeable future. Archon's coming through. The +2 attack is coming up. Again, those Immortals coming by, the Fleet Beacon on the way, the Roaches, the Hydras coming from the bottom side as well, a couple Crows of Bars trying to get in there. Get to the right side, a couple of Zealots going to get to work. Good force fields as well, trapping as many Lings as possible. Harstem always good with the Zealot counterattacks, and one shows up right now, straight into the natural. Not going to clean up. 6 Dropper Lords on the way out, 5 more Lurkers coming through. The Seismic Spine's building as well. Fleet Beacon is about to complete from Harstem, and 2 more Immortals currently about halfway done. Going to knock those rocks down. So you can open those up a bit further down the line as well, clean those out and re-access the bottom side of the map more comfortably. The Dropper Lords from SHIN are going to begin to make their move, coming through the bottom side of the map. Away they go, as they will indeed knock those rocks down, so open up that little bit of space. Access to the south created. More fossils dropping in. Hydras will unload. Lurkers as well will be able to burrow up at Oracle. Turns around, drops the Revelation down. Mothership contaminated, will not be able to come through. The Stargate still coming about as well. Twilight Council is going to sit there as the are going to get the Immortals. So I'll take some damage. A good Nidus as Harstem having to deal with this. Having lost the main base already, man, that's just rough. Not the Nidus, sorry, the Dropper Lords. It's funny because obviously usually the Nidus defense is a question mark of, hey, are you in position to kind of stop a Nidus getting up? Are you paying attention? But against the Dropper Lords, you know, they just get in there and drop. The Nidus, there's no Nidus coming up to deny, right? As now we're going to take position over here, and we're actually going to target this base, right-clicking the hatch, the Nexus, sorry. And Harstem's going to go down to 2 active bases on the map, and this was a great couple of moves here from Shin, and Harstem did not respond well enough to it. Storm available on those High Templars. They are full of energy. You get to see a Storm land, and just now one got used, finally. Took a little while to activate that. Revelation goes down. It's going to be seeing a few of those Hydras getting chased away. The probe's going to long distance to the forward 4th base. Now a hatchery, yeah, on that bottom side of the map as well. Shin's just overtaking the bottom of the map. He does love to do that on this map. Work through the bottom, take control over there. That's been a big part of how he plays things. Ship just coming forward here. Stargate coming online. Next is coming up. +1 air weapons is building. And Shin with this position can just kind of again continue to force his way through at the moment. Spine's going to hit those Zealots a little bit. The Adepts taking some shots too. A couple of those Adepts going down. Hydra's still coming over. Another Adept will fall. Some pulls back. Queen going to be there. Again, Great Spire coming up. +2 missiles and melee upgrade coming online as well. Queens will continue to hit the Prism in return. Actually do kill the Prism on the bottom, so Harstem even going to lose that opportunity for himself. As the Lurker's going to unburrow, push up to the high ground. First Lurker shots were very good. Harstem able to hold that high ground a little bit perhaps, but definitely not an ideal place as a couple more Storms come straight down. Shin having 5k minerals is really a testament to just how well this has gone for him up until this point as well. The Storm or 2 coming down again. Customize the Nidus top right, maybe opens up that potential location for an expansion. Shin's gonna go with the Corruptors to get the Mothership. He will kind of lose out otherwise. And cleans up in the skies, loses out on the ground. Shin's supply is hurting. I mean, what is he about to build? He's got the Greatest Spire. So he does have the option to build Broods. Harstem doesn't have a great Broodlord answer at the moment. Going to go jumping across, and we actually do get rid of this first base. I mean, that's not really a big loss. The top base goes down as well, so Shin is kind of knocked down to just the base he's currently mining from. Stalker Immortal is going to step up and going to actually go for the gold base as well. Harstem really on a flurry of attacks, but Shin stepped back and took a moment to build Broodlords, but he's going to lose a ton of hatcheries in the process. Lurker still fire away. That Immortal will go down. Let's pull back. Zealot's moving across again. +2 melee, +2 carapace, both building up. 8 more corruptors on the way through, +1 flyer attack as well. Brutes will kill off the pylon. He's going to be going into this mineral line, and but next is going to start taking some shots. Stalker, Immortal, and Templar's pushing forwards. Harstem just says, yeah, I'm not fighting the Broods. Let's do something of a base trade instead. And in a base trade, his army is very good, and splitting into 2 portions is even better. He's going to make progress in multiple places, and he is going to have this army of Broods coming back around to come and deal with him. It's going to take them a long time to come back home. You can see the Broods just take forever to get anywhere. And Shin's going to be knocked down to 2 bases of his own in a moment. Okay, my new question is, does Harstem have a way out of this? Because if he doesn't have a way out, he loses a lot of supply here. The hatchery will actually live, but I mean, he's still pushing into the natural. There's potential that he just keeps going here, although I guess the Broods are close enough. Okay, so Shin goes down to 3 bases. Harstem taking an upper right 4th base, though. That's this gold base that's trying to come back online as well. Shin will cancel, save some of the money. Broods back around the top. A few Zealots will charge. Ling's still taking damage. Harstem maxed out 133 army supply, taking a 5th as well. Shin's going to build a bunch of spines and start, I guess, play a lot more defensively and maybe just start camping out, but that gives Harstem freedom on the map. If Shin has to play back at home, it's going to be very tough for him. Broods are going to take a step forward again. Let's drop him down. It's going to be seeing another Stalker going to get picked off as well. Still just firing, some damage being done. It's going to be seeing the Nexus coming around. Going to keep shooting as we do have our Brood Lords continue to come across. Archon's taking some damage as well. Harstem just needs to be able to hold on and figure out an answer to this Brood Lord army, but it's kind of just going to be Stalkers, and right now Stalkers aren't doing enough, trying to push through elsewhere at the same time. Brood Lord's going to go to the upper right-hand side, aiming for this Nexus, looking to push through this at the moment. Stalkers and Immortals just going to be there, a bit more damage being done. Just going to see the Stalkers actually get able to blink underneath though, and that's what Harstem's been looking for here, the chance to actually get rid of these Brood Lords. He will finally do that. This took a long time though, as this game was looking so good for Harstem, struggling against this army in the end, but he still has Storms available. Do not forget that. The Lurk is coming in to kind of flank a little bit. What does Harstem decide to chase? He chases the Lurkers blinking down towards them. Corruptors trying to cause X-ray this base. Battery helps keep it alive. Corruptors go down. Harstem's supply does swing back into his favor. 2 shots going through again, a couple of hits coming about. Oh, someone's coming through again. That's going to be seen. Immortal's coming about. The extractor going to get taken down also. The lurkers continue across into this mineral line. The storm comes down. A few more lings getting cleaned out. Harstem supply still absolutely leading here. 21 minutes at the moment. It's going to be seen. Hydra's going to be there. The Broodlord coming through. Stalker's still taking hits. Stalker's going to get there, and that Nexus will take a few more shots. Come across, Hatchery will go down, and then another couple of drones being picked away at. Continue over to the far left of those Hydra's going to be sitting chilling. $192, 129 supply. See how Stalkers and Immortals coming back the other way. Look, going to be there. The Observer setting up. Denzel and the cannon continuing to come through for the moment. Things high, just continuing through. The lurkers continue to morph up. Just going to see a couple of those lurkers have to cancel. And move back over. We're going to see a storm dropping down. Lurker goes down. A couple of Hydras getting hit. Just going to get into that natural. You're going to see the Overlords going down. Just going to be seeing a couple more of these units dropping. Hatchery taking damage. Stalkers blink underneath. Overlords will continue to fall. Harstem making a play on this natural as the lurker Hydra Force doesn't want to come back up over here. One lurker gets picked off. Second lurker goes down. Hydra Ling going to get stormed to kind of be kept at bay. We're going to move into the main. It's not like Shin really has much going for him outside of just trying to figure out a way to deal with this. But I mean, one Broodlord and a group of Hydras, a couple of lurkers should not turn this around. It looks as though Harstem is going to be good to take a game at 1. Got Argon coming up, a couple of Immortals coming through. Rest of the army coming over, the Hydralisks will continue by. Storm is going to drop in, the Hydra's taking damage. Lurkers burrowing up as well, as we do continue to see Archon Immortal hitting that top left-hand side. GG is called, and Harstem takes game 1 of the best of 3. Harstem can get the 2-0, let's see. As we have got in the bottom left-hand side, the red Zerg. Down a game, it is Shin. In the top right, our blue Protoss player is Harstem. Game 2 of this finals. Let's see a similar setup. Cybercore coming down, Nexus setting up. Go into Ultralove here for the second game. This map's probably been one of the least played maps when we've been playing on the PTR. It's definitely been played less than Amygdala and Dorado, which were originally some of the lesser played ones as well. Seems to be one that's really trailing compared to the others. Things be coming up, okay, coming through. Let's just have our adept continue to move about. Link speed still coming in. Let's see our Twilight Council building. Three gates on the way up, warp gate building through as we have ourselves at link speed. Coming across, just going to be seeing the gateways all coming up, so it's going to be just straight to gates with that Twilight Council. Awesome looking to play, maybe just Glaives, yeah, right from the get-go this time with no Stargate. Glaives coming through, the extra gates are coming up. Nexus on the way on the third base. Again, Rotron building, hatchery, finishing. Queens coming up, the Ling's on the way out. Step Warp's just going to be seeing the Lings are going to be accompanied by the Rotron very soon. The Lings continue to come around. More depths warping in. Resonant Glaives finishing shortly. Depths will go shading out. Away they go. Depths is going to shade. We have our Queen backing up a little bit as well. Going to hit a couple of times on these roaches as they spawn. That's nice. Does not kill anyone though. Roaches and the Queen's going to come running across. The Adept's going to try and fight back there. Facility, probe, sentry, continuing on in. I see a lot of Lings coming across here. I mean, with good force fields, this may not be too much of an issue. And we are going to be seeing the Adepts with the Glaives, obviously. We'll be able to do a lot. There's a few Ravagers mixed in here as well. Problem is the numbers for Harstem obviously not quite there, as the continued production of Shin just says, yes, let's go across the map and let's try and kill you, and he's going to do exactly that pretty much, it would seem. A couple more Warpins coming through here, but that's a lot of Lings that keep on showing up. The battery's out of energy. Looks as though that is pretty much going to be it. As Harstem types GG, and Shin wins a quick game 2, counters against the Resonant Glaive attack. Just at the map in the bottom left, our red Zerg player here. Tying the series up with that counter attack, it is going to be Shin. As in the top right, our blue Protoss is Harstem. One final game today. Let's see what happens. Gateway coming online, hatchery getting going as we have ourselves a few moments of setting up. See what the build Harstem goes for. Obviously, it's been pretty Twilight Council and especially Resonating Glaive focused so far. Get settled down into the opening, waiting for that cybercore to finish from Harstem. We'll see a little bit more of what his plan may be in the early stages. Like I say, are we going to go Stargate? Are we going to go straight to that Twilight again? I think at the very least he's going to go Stargate. Yeah, what's up? Kayak Casey, thank you so much for the fresh new Prime sub. Appreciate it. Is this best of 3? Yes, this is a best of 3. Yeah, thank you so much for the Prime. Thank you for supporting, guys. As always, appreciate it. It does help these events continue. This is a WardiTV tournament, so it's funded by you guys supporting the stream. So do consider to help us out if you feel so generous. Is that the 1K sub? I actually don't know. We got 9.99 in the last break. I didn't notice at all. It was 1,000. Oh, damn. Let's go. Back to 1K. Is it really? I didn't realize we were like 10 away. Wow, it is. We were like 10 away. I feel as though we haven't really had many subs today, so I was just not really thinking about it. Damn. Hell yeah, back to the 1K, guys. So sick. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Don't know where they snuck up from. Okay, we'll finish. We have ourselves the Twilight Council, the Gateway, the Nexus, all continue to come about. As long as it's going to go and jump onto the Nexus there, so a little bit of damage to be done. Actually going to successfully get a cancel on the third base. The Oracle has to come back home to deal with this. Again, it is just that one Oracle into the Twilight Council is the choice right now. Again, Blink is building, Stalk coming through, the Nexus coming about currently. And Blink coming up, the Nexus on the way in. Just going to have ourselves the Rotorun and the drones continue to produce as well. Stalk is still building, Blink, Chrono boosting. That Blink is halfway done. Nexus building up on that third base. Rotorun and Lair coming through as well. Stalker's going to bow. Oracle going to be there. Ling's taking some damage. Stalker's going to shoot. He's can see our Lings are wrapping around, going for some rocks. Hatchery gets cancelled as Harstem definitely getting some pressure going. The rocks on that gold will not go down just yet. Storks continue to push through for the creep. Let's keep on fighting. The depth and the Stalkers go the other way. Here, Jimmy will go down again. The Spire still building. Yeah, the Stalker's going to try and fight a little bit. Queen going to be taking some damage. Just going to be fighting a little bit. Just going to be seeing the Lings at the same time, also going into that third base. Stalkers come back out to the front. Harstem has been keeping the pressure up here quite nicely. Trying to get a Queen, not quite able to. I love the Stasis Ward to help him play the getaway game. Storm coming up on charge and +1. A lot of good things for Harstem in these next few moments. That Stasis will activate on pretty much nothing, so the next Stasis may be important as well, but that's the power of the Oracle right now. Just keeping those Stasis Wards going and keeping those Stalkers with an escape route planned at any point in time. 9 meters on the way from Shin. Could be a big momentum changer. Obviously, if you can force Harstem to be back at home, if you get some damage done with those, there's so much that can come from that. So Shin heading to the Mutalisks. I'm gonna go instantly Hydrogen and Infestation Pit behind this, so we'll get that set up as the next step. Mortal still Corona boosting out of the Robo facility. Temple going to build. It's going to be seeing the Oracle coming about. Storm +1 charge continue to come through for the moment. May as well continue to go after the probes. The Phoenix, first one. Important to keep that alive. You can lose a few probes here as Harstem, but if you can start killing off some of those mutas, that would be amazing. A couple of them have gone down. Mutas continue to get chased through the top. The Archon going to turn back around as well. He's going to turn it back. He's going to be seeing the Archon activate and the Phoenix there as well. More shots continue to come around just for the moment. Things coming up, plus 2 attack coming about. Just gonna see if these Stalkers are blinking in. It's gonna be an instant turnaround on the mutas again. We've seen the Robo facility and Forge coming through, the +2 attack coming in as well. Seismic Spines, Muscular Augments, the +2 missile upgrade coming through as well. And we've seen the army of Harstem continuing to cross as some Zealots move around, Roaches going onto the rocks, mutas still trying to get involved. I feel like Harstem has controlled this game very well so far, and Phoenix will continue to chase the mutas. Now going to lift some Roaches for some freebies. Take those. They actually dropped them to try and start lifting some others. Some Lurkers will show up. It's actually going to be nice to have the Phoenix as a follow-up now against the Lurkers, because if you have the Phoenix against the Lurkers, they can lift up the Lurkers, and then they aren't burrowed dealing damage as well. So that can also become a pretty major factor. I'm going to turn around one more time. Some more shots coming about. Lurkers will burrow. We've seen the Zealots and the Ark continue to move about. Just going to be having the Mothership coming through, +2 attack, and the Armor Upgrade coming by as well, so all of that continues in. And we Seeing the Hydras continue to shoot the Lurkers burrow up as well. The Nidus in that main base is going to pop up as well. Seeing the Lurkers just going to come through. Cannon going around. Battery pylons taking some shots. Simulator will fall. Stargate and the Temple Archives will also be dropping. Now just continue across the mothership. That's on the way out. Will not get there. The recall on this base will not go down either. And Harstem unsuccessfully defending this Nidus is going to cost him big time as the main gets absolutely ravaged. Ooh. Well, this is bad because you're losing so much production as well. Keep on dropping. Hydras taking shots. Lurkers are going to eventually go down, so Harstem can clean up the army. But man, you lost so much setup. Oh no, you lose his detection apparently. The Oracle shows up. The Lurkers are spread as well. Oh man. I felt as though Harstem was about to play cleanup there, but man, this Knight has just kind of ended this game. Well, still firing. Wings and Hydras continue to come through. A couple of Lurkers getting lifted, but I think Harstem's just running out of stuff here. GG's. Shin gonna take it down nice in the main. Very good.